Well, let's switch over to this. Alright. Cool. Oh man. What? There's some glare. Let me see if I can get that. Nope, that's worse. Man. Now that it's dark out, it's hard to see. Everything's so washed out. Oops. See if I can put this lamp somewhere where it's not as in the way. Oh, I have a kitty cat here to help. Alright. So, I need to make some more little mushrooms. Take a look. Oh, nope, nope. Not that kind of help, kitty cat. Nope, nope, nope. You can see that. There's some little mushrooms here. You can see them off to the side as well. I need to make some more of those because these pendants have sold out. I mean, there's these two that I just made, but I don't have any more of the little mushrooms. So I'm gonna fix that. Oh man. It's been a while since I've used this colored clay, so it's all... I've been live 3 minutes already? I don't know how I feel about this setup. The lighting's just not good in here. I streamed in a different room before, and that has like better overhead lighting. I feel like the camera's just not picking up clarity too, for some reason. I think it's okay. We'll see if anybody shows up. It says I have 1 viewer. Is it me? That's always kind of fun when it says I have 1 viewer and it's just me. It's like, yeah, I knew about that one. Interesting. Well, let's see if anybody stops by. Maybe I should... No, 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 this is not where you need to be. This is not where you need to be, kitten. You need to sit on my lap. You need to sit on my lap. What are you doing? What are you... No, stop that. Stop attacking things. Here, come hang out on my shoulder. Or curl up on my lap. You don't need to be trying to eat polymer clay. This is why I do things downstairs. The polymer clay is nice because I can... Once I actually start getting stuff made, you're not going to be allowed over here. That's tea. No, 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 no. All right. Down on the ground you go. I need to figure out how to like schedule things so people know when I'm gonna be streaming, so that they know when to come hang out. Kind of expect no one will come and hang out. I think maybe I can set it up so that I can listen to music, because I have my desktop audio. Let me figure out how to do this. Let me make sure this works. I think that'll work. What are you chewing on? Oh, okay. Cool. Let's see if I can remember how I made this color. I'm hoping it's not picking this up at all. Oh, okay, so I don't think it's actually picking up. Let me see if this is a color that I just have. I don't remember. It's not quite the same. Let's see if I can figure this out. Don't remember. Is it just this yellow? Can't really see this off color. I wasn't sure whether you were going to show up or not, so I'm just sitting here making, trying to figure out how I made this color of clay. It's kind of an off-white. It's hard to tell in this lighting, but it's off-white, and I don't remember how exactly I made this color. I'm like, I think it's this weird yellow and maybe some brown and a bunch of white. So that's what I'm testing at the moment. I think I've almost got it, but I think maybe some more brown. We're gonna add some more brown. This is the boring part of the process, is mixing colors. Although actually I kind of enjoy this part. It's kind of fun to, it's like a kind of like a puzzle. You gotta figure out what all the pieces are to put it together. Oh yeah, documenting stuff's the hard part. I have been doing that for the dice that I've been making. I have a notebook for ideas, and then in the back I have like recipes. And I went and wrote down all the recipes for the ones that I've been making recently. I should do that for the one-offs too, though. This wouldn't be a bad idea. Just so I know how I did it, and I can come back, make more if I decide to. I am making, though, the plan is to make some more of these mushrooms right here. Because oh wow, it really just doesn't, see if it, come on, you can focus. Okay, yeah, there we go. Those mushrooms right there. Which dice? The galaxy ones? Yeah, I think we made galaxy ones. I would show them to you, but they're like, yo, the ones from the last live stream. I've actually, I think, already shipped those off. I have one more set downstairs that I need to polish, and I was going to do that today, and then I never actually did it. And I might do it after this, but I do need to sleep tonight, because the photo shoot that I was supposed to do last Thursday got pushed to this Thursday, so I have to get up at like 7 a.m. No, I already shipped off the other space ones. I've been trying to get those, keep up on orders. But, I mean, I have the original set here. My hands are all oily from... I have my original set. What time do you have to get up for work, Nate? Because I am so spoiled in that I've been, you know, going to work at 11. Yeah, I have to be there at 7. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I'm like, I know you have to get up early, I'm sure. Oh, hey, actually, I think I just got the color. That looks almost exactly the same. Maybe it's, oops. Wow, it does not want to focus on things that are close. Also, it's not mirrored. My recording software is not, so it makes it very hard for me to go the correct direction. Oh yeah, the Amanita ones are really, those are fun to make. I need to make some that are smaller, because even smaller than the ones over there, because those ones don't, they fit in here, but they're just a little too big and the resin can't get down below the cap. I don't have time to take a shower if I'm on campus. Oh. What looks like a little person? Wait, what looks like a little person? Oh, this does? This looks like a little person? Yeah, it's not quite the right color. Let me add, well, yeah, it's more white. Just a little bit more white. Just trying to get, is it just us? Yeah, it's just you guys here. Like I said, I just have it on while I'm making things. Well, you know, people might pop in or something. I've definitely done that on a couple streams where I'm like, oh, there's 3 people in here. Yeah, you're the only ones in the chat, so you don't have to feel bad about dominating it. Okay, I think that's pretty close. I think maybe the original is a little bit more yellow, so I'll probably use a little bit more yellow. But I wanted to make quite a bit of this color, so I have it for later. A bit of brown. Oh, people pop in and out. It's not really, I don't know. I always feel bad when I'm like the only one talking in chat, especially if it's like a small chat, because I always feel that way, but I don't think, like, I don't know, it wouldn't bother me if someone else was doing that, necessarily, and I feel like if someone else popped into the chat and wanted to chat, I would also respond to them, so I don't see it as being an issue, really. You know, either there's few enough people in the chat that you can just kind of talk with everybody, or there's so many that you're not going to talk with any. I don't know, maybe there's a spot in the middle, but... Oh. Now I have to remember how to make this yellow. You know, that yellow might just be some of this yellow and some of this brown, now that I think about it. Or some of this yellow and some white. Oh! Yeah. I could just do Skype, but I feel like this is one of those things where if I do actually get people to pop in, it can work as a marketing thing too, which is kind of a ploy, but I mean, to be fair, we could always set it up where we're on like voice chat or something too while I'm doing this. That is very yellow. Let's add some more white. It might have more brown in here. Yeah, I've actually been working on like, I'll say business stuff all day. I mean, it's been kind of slow going because I'm kind of just easily distractible, but I've been figuring out how much I should charge for like commissions and stuff. ADD buddies. Yeah. Let's add some brown. Oh, hello, Not. I am upstairs today, so so you get the added bonus of kittens stopping by every once in a while. I haven't gotten any commissions yet. That's what I was figuring out was what I want to. Well, actually, I have kind of gotten one, and I have someone else that's asked about commissions for dice, which is kind of what spurred me to do this. But I was figuring out. I was doing research into what people, paid in exposure. Just a second, I have a kitten trying to eat. My container of pencils. Let me move the other one, because that's always next. Hey! Oh, gosh. But no, I spent quite a bit of today, what are you doing, kitten? Oh, I do also have this, which is just kind of like a weird flesh tone. It doesn't quite match. It's not quite yellow enough, but I wonder if I could just do this. I'm going to test a couple things. Oh, sorry, I probably spiked the mic a little bit. I had a kitten that is messing with things. What was I saying? Oh, commissions. So, like, figuring out, like, prices and stuff, I've been looking around at what other people have listed, what the prices are, figuring out how I want to, like, break things up price-wise, because I feel like getting custom dice that are, like, a single color is going to be a lot easier than something like, here, a second. These dice that I have been kind of working on where I painted... Oh, wow, it doesn't want to focus. Well, I'm trying to compare it to... See the little lily pads in there? Ugh, it's hard to tell. so I poured the blue, and then I painted on lily pads, and I made little tiny flowers out of polymer clay and put those in there. And that's just a lot more complicated than doing like solid purple. So figuring out like price differences between that sort of thing, because it takes more time and well, yeah, yes, easily $50. That's the dice that I have sold for so far have been $50 each, the sets. Handmade dice, I mean, handmade dice take quite a bit of time, and it's not in the pouring of the resin, it's mostly in the sanding and the polishing of them, because it takes time to get all the sides flat and even and all shiny, because you want them to roll fairly evenly as possible. And yeah, that's where all the time comes in. But I mean, alternatively, the stuff like the ones I just showed you with the lily pads, those take quite a bit of time because I'm hand painting a whole bunch of little tiny lily pads, and making things out of polymer clay. Though that time adds up too. And there's a design. I'm gonna leave. I was figuring out prices earlier today. I'm okay with leaving it at 50 for now. Maybe if I get like better at this, I'll up it. But I feel like I could still get better. The commissions will be more than that. Okay, let me pull up my Word document here. Yeah. So I broke everything up by not difficulty but complexity. So I have like single color, 2-color and or like glitter, simple inclusions, which is like putting something solid within the dice, and or complex colors and glitters. Like the space ones I would say are like complex colors and glitters, because it's a whole bunch of different colors and you have to dust the molds with the glitter, so it's more of a process than just doing like 2 colors rolled together. And then I have complex inclusions, which would require me to make or meticulously place inclusions. And the price point for these I've set, different places, just because even for just the sets that I'm going to list. So like the galaxy dice I have listed at 50, and the faux stone dice I have listed at 50 because they're more complex. They're kind of complex colors and glitters. And then it'll be slightly more for commissioned dice where people send me information. Side note. I have no idea what the frame rate of my camera is. I think standard video is 30, but frames a second. 30 frames per second. At least this stream is. It actually says in my streaming software here that it's 30 frames per second. I don't know what this camera's capable of, though. That's what I spent today doing, though, was organizing that. Was figuring out, okay, how am I going to break this? What are the different complexities of dice? How much time and effort will it take to make these different complexities? And then how much are people both willing to pay? How much how much time does it take, and how much should I get paid for my time? And how much, part of it is just, once you get to the more complex, like, it's not as, it doesn't use as much of my artistic ability, I guess, to do a solid purple die with white lettering, as it would to do, hey, I want, I made a friend the prompt that they gave me was dragonflies and fire. And I made some, well, let me see if I can find a photo, figure out how to show that. Let's see if I have a photo on this computer. I don't know if I do or not. I might. Oh, I do. Let me see if I can. Ah! Just a second. Oh man. I forgot that it does this. It makes it way too big. So, those are some, the prompt, like I said, was dragonflies and fire, and so I came up with these, and that was more of there's more of a design process there than saying, hey, I want purple dice. Oh, thanks. Yeah, they were fun. I was kind of almost stumped for a little while, like, how am I going to put those two things together? But, oh, let me, like that, off of here. You know, it was more of a design process than just doing, hey, these dice, I want purple dice, or something like that. So you got to take that kind of into account as well when it comes to pricing. There was just a lot of things. I did a lot of looking and seeing what other people have listed to, you know, kind of compare, figure out where things are at, and then some figuring out, like I said, what my time is worth. Alright, so let's see if we can maybe mix a little bit of these together, see how that looks. But I like those sort of ones where it's like, here's your theme, run with it. Like, that's fun with me. Like, the prompt of you know, dragonflies and fire, I'm like, oh, that's weird. How am I going to incorporate that? And it's a lot more fun to try and figure that out, too. I might have added a little bit too much yellow, but that might actually be the right thing to do. Mix some of this yellow with some of the weird fleshy tone. This fleshy tone kind of makes me uncomfortable. You can't really see it in the camera, but it's just like strangely fleshy. I have quite a bit of it too, so I could definitely sculpt some like weird faces out of clay. That would be weird. Oh wait, actually, just a second. I just remembered that I kind of did a while back. I made like weird fingers. It doesn't want to. Come on. Look, I made like a finger. Made a couple fingers. This one's a little bit not as gray. Here's a foot. But, yep, I made those out of polymer clay a while back. Oh, just a second, baby. Let me put those away. They're not in my way. Hello, kitten. I like creepy things, though. I like creepy things. Ah! No, she's got the microphone. Stop it. We're just gonna flip you around so you'll stop attacking the microphone. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, she's going down. Alright, where were we? Is this one over on? Nope, I see you. Yeah, you better run. What are you doing? She's got the zoomies. She's zooming around. I don't know where the other kitty cats are, actually. Usually, when I'm in here, the 3 kitty cats that stay inside will come sleep in here. But I've been in here quite a bit of today because I've been on my computer typing up plans. into looking up other people's stuff. So they've been hanging out for quite a bit. I probably should go let Fitz inside, because I think he's outside still. But now I've started this, and I'm committed. What have you? He probably is happy. Fitz loves being outside, but he comes in at night. He's always a little unhappy that he's not allowed to stay out there. He does also have a friend out there that I think he's unhappy that his friend can't come inside. There's pretty sure he's like a neighborhood cat. Like, I don't think he belongs to anybody because he's kind of skinny and he's kind of ratty, but he's a very friendly cat. He comes over and wants pets all the time. But Fitz is friends with him. They hang out on the back patio all the time. I feel like Fitz is kind of sad that his friend can't come in. Yeah, it is poor kitty. I've kind of been not sure what to do about the kitty cat, because he's a really nice kitty cat. I already have 4 cats. I am not going to adopt a 5th one. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to know what to do. Because it's like he seems to be doing... Yeah. He's such a friendly cat, and I worry that if I took him to, like, a shelter, he wouldn't get adopted, because he's definitely an adult cat. But also I worry for his safety and his health. He came by a few weeks ago, and he had, like, a cut on his side. It seems to have healed now. But it's just like, what do I do about this kitty cat? Do I take it to the vet? It's not my kitty cat. But I don't know if I don't think it belongs to anybody else. Oh, actually that's a pretty close match. I don't need it to be a perfect match necessarily. I just need it to be close. I haven't even gotten to making actual Amber in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, girl. Yeah, take him to the vet and let him back outside. Yeah, that just feels kind of weird too, though. I don't put food out for him either, because I don't want all of the various woodland creatures to come hang out on my back patio, but I have been putting water out, because I want him to be okay. But I don't know how the winter's gonna go. But, yeah, he's such a friendly kitty cat. No, you don't need over here. You don't need over here, kitten. Yeah, I'd have every cat and every skunk and every raccoon. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to put food out there. Are you happy, kitten? She's in one of her spots. Ah. There we go. Yeah, no, she's a... Arr. Are you a parrot? Can you say, not wants a cracker? I know you like crackers because you try to steal mine. And also corn chips. And you like carbs. Actually, I think all of the cats like carbs. Because everybody else tries to steal my corn chips too. But you especially. Oh, I was just very confused for a moment there because it said there was 3 people in the... Well, one of them's me. But it said that another person had joined the... I looked at the stats and it said that I had another viewer. Yeah, it's Amber. Right. I know this. I know that you're a separate viewer now. Ah! She's trying to eat the buttons on my overalls. She was doing this earlier today too, and she was very mad. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! Ah, she keeps attacking the microphone. Nope, 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 nope. You don't get to attack the microphone. Alright, that's actually really close in color. I think I'm gonna call that pretty good. So, it's not quite the same. little bit more, I don't know what it is, a little bit more, there's not quite as much orange in it almost. It's a little bit more yellowish. We'll just put a little tiny bit of orange. It's all stuck under my nail now. Little tiniest bit of brown. Pretty good is absolutely good enough, Amber. It's absolutely good enough. As long as no one else can tell, it's fine. Oh gosh. Well, good enough for government work, yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm always gonna be getting better at things, so it can't be perfect the first time around, right? Where are you going? Ah! Oh, good. No! You don't. Oh, gosh. Yeah, go play with the other kitties. Okay. I think she's left. I think we're safe for now. It's quite possible that I'll look at this tomorrow in the sunlight and be like, oh, that's completely different. She's running to get my cashmere. That's Fitz. Fitz is the one with the expensive tastes. One that's always just like, yes, I will only steal cashmere and real fur. And the occasional silk. No, actually, I don't think he's interested in silk, but I don't know if I have any actual silk. I might have a scarf, actually. I might have a scarf that I got at, like, Goodwill or something. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to make these mushrooms. Oh, man. I have to make this one soft again, too, now. So what are you guys up to? Doing anything fun? Anything interesting with your days? Creeping on me? That's normal. That's just every day, right? Yeah, I'm softening it up. Just gotta work it for a little bit. And I did earlier, but then just the heat from my hand helps soften it up a little bit too. Alright. That's true, I did see you out there the other day, and you're very lucky because I was grabbing the water bottle to just go, spray you guys, grab a broom, get you off my porch, but luckily you left before then. I mean, would have been a bit of a scene otherwise. But, as one does. As one does. We're gonna have to go on some sort of trip or something. Oh, wow. Thinking of making a teapot out of clay, Amber. That'd be cool. Do you have clay already to do that? Or are you looking into, like, what kind of stuff you could use for that? I don't know anything about, like, porcelain type clays. My grandma does. She did pottery wheel stuff. She's worked with all sorts of clay now that I think about it, because that's where I got all of this polymer clay. Is from her studio. She doesn't use it anymore. Alrighty. Let me see. Nope, this is definitely skinner. Right, more space. Turn it this way. Have you worked with clay much at all, Amber? Hey, no, it'd be really cool if you could make your dad a teapot. That'd be super cool. I mean, if you go into the whole teapot making business, let me know, so I can buy a beautiful teapot from you. I saw some really cool teapots earlier today, and they were all like, well, some of them looked like they had like mushrooms growing off of them and stuff, and it was all just ceramic. It was really cool. But I did also see another interesting video recently that was showing how to tell whether a teapot was really well made or not, and it had to do with the laminar flow out of the spout. Because the really good one was completely like laminar, like smooth flow of tea, whereas a bad one there was just kind of oh man, what's the word for when a liquid is turbulence? I guess it's turbulence. Turbulent flow, I guess, out of the spout. It was a interesting little video. Might have been like a TikTok that I saw somewhere else, because that seems to be the videos I see nowadays. Alright, I'm comparing thickness to these other ones. I should have left some out of the crystals, but I didn't. What about fluid dynamics? I mean, I did fluid mechanics. I did my what's G's, Amber? That I'm talking about fluid mechanics, or I mean, I was doing mechanical engineering at the time, and fluid mechanics was fun, but you know, kind of there's a lot going on. Comparing thickness, aren't we all? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what Nate was saying, aren't we all, to, because I am slightly delayed from the video to you guys. Just a little bit. So, sometimes you say something and I'm like, I don't know what that's in relation to. That's a sex joke. Okay, how long do I want these to be? That's the next age-old question, right? How long do I want these to be? Oh, wow. Yeah. That's always kind of fun when I'm watching something and, like, everyone responds in chat, like, half a second before I see what they're responding to. That's always kind of funny. At least to me. Alright. I mean, I would assume there is. I mean, that makes sense to me. Like, for multiple reasons, but okay. That might be a little long. Alright, I'm making some stems here. Like the ones you can see. I'm making this kind of mushroom here. This is the one that I need more of. I don't know, like, these ones are also fun, but I don't think I'll get to any of them tonight. Like I said, I do actually have to get up tomorrow morning. Like a actual responsible adult who doesn't make their own schedule. Like I am at the moment. Tyler? No. Oh, yeah. No. No, thank you. No one needs to know. I would not want to know about my brother's sex life if he had one. Not something I'd be interested in knowing. Maybe that's just me. There's some white that didn't get mixed in all the way. I'm gonna redo this one. Just move these. Pick these up. Move these over. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is not where I expected this conversation to go. Oh man. Oh boy. I don't even want to speculate. Pretty sure he's not interested though, so you know, there's that. Oh, these ones are a little short now that I look at it. But that's okay. Brothers. I mean, you do have. Oh no, brothers. Bros. Ah. Bro. 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 Bro, I don't want to know. It's censoring? Oh. If you put it in quotes, does it censor it? I wonder if it's because it's in quotes. Is that a thing? Huh. It's not censoring it for me, so I don't know if that's a thing, but I'd be interested to know if it, because Amber's typing things in quotes, I'd be interested to know if it censors it for you, Nate, if that's what's causing it. Alright. Ooh. That was right next to the mic, I'm so sorry. But it is showing up censored for Nathan? That's kind of what I was wondering. When you put something in quotes, it's showing up as though it's censored for Nathan? Because that's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing that happened. These out front so I can see them. That's true. That's true. You're not old enough yet, Nathan. You're just you youngin', baby Nathan. Baby Nathan. I feel like we don't make fun of Nathan for being younger than us, like, quite often enough. Like, I feel like that should be something we make fun of him for more than we do. Like, missed opportunities. I mean, we've made fun of Casey for being the oldest. It's true that the older we get, the less weird it gets. That's absolutely true. Because there's... Oh, I thought you meant Casey was 12 years old at heart for a second there. I was like, I thought he was forever, like, 17. But no, Nathan is 12 years old at heart. That's true. But, what was I saying? I won't grow up. I don't want to go to school. I have to remember how I made these, which is going to be the hard part. It's weird because I feel like I've become one of the, like, grown up friends, which is just kind of weird. Oh, yeah, you texted me about that, Nathan. You texted me that your coworker was laughing about, basically that's what she said joke. I can imagine it. Ooh, I'm glad I'm not there. I don't have to deal with the bonuses of being on Twitch. One of the added bonuses of actually doing this on Twitch is that I have a record of how long it's taken me to do these, because I have no idea otherwise. This is all just an elaborate excuse for me to time how long it takes me to make certain crafts, I guess. I think those might be too big. Am I using the right clay? See, this is... Yeah, I think it is that one. Let me thinking of this little TL. I like how you call them temporal skills, because, like, that sounds much more mystical than I have no internal clock. I'm gonna call them temporal skills now. Because that just sounds way cooler. I was literally talking about that earlier today because I was chatting with some other folks about trying to figure out pricing again for dice commissions. And they're like, well, how long does it take you? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how long it takes me to make things. What? Yeah. It makes it sound almost like I have been plagued with a black hole or something. Temporal skills. I mean, I guess it's kind of like that. Oh, there's a praying mantis right outside my window. I have certain fine motor skills. I do have. This one's moving. I usually collect bugs after they've stopped moving already. Just saying. Yeah, the motor skills thing. I feel like it varies. I don't know. It's like I definitely am not good at video games at all, and that definitely takes motor skills, because that requires moving all sorts of like different things at the same time, which is I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Whereas stuff like this, I don't know. I'm okay at. I'm okay at catching things too, but I'm also not good at throwing things. So I don't know. Maybe it varies. Like if you throw something at me, I can probably catch it. But if you ask me to toss something at you, it's going to be a mystery where it's going to end up. So there's that. Maybe Fitz will stop by and eat it. Right amount of no, okay. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am medicated, which I've been doing art stuff since forever. So I don't know, man. Everyone's different. That's true too. I can also, yeah, I don't know. Oh, the old PlayStation racing games. Man, there's, oh, no, I know, Nate. I know, but I get what you're saying. I'm always kind of interested in I like brain stuff. Brain stuff's interesting. It's just interesting. But Amber, the old PlayStation racing games, man, we had a PlayStation 2 growing up, and we had a Looney Tunes racing game, and it was really fun. It was one of those ones that I think I usually lost to Edmund, because he's always been much better at video games than I have. He has those motor skills. But that was just fun. It was just fun because it was like it is funny looking back too. Like I think I looked it up fairly recently to remember what it looked like, and it just looks so bad. Like the graphics on it are just awful. But at the time I'm like, this is fun. These are fun, bright colors, and it looks cool. Yeah, it was on PS2. Now we have. Yeah. Did you guys know that we have a PS4 in the basement? Like, we have a VR setup? I don't know if I've mentioned that. I did actually. Edmund vacuumed down there, and then I arranged things so it's actually a functional space. Again, and or now. But I don't remember if I mentioned that we have that. let's see if these, how these look. Like I said, I have to remember. Oh, okay. Couldn't remember. I have to try and remember how I made these last time. Okay, I think something like this. Might not even be that one, might be a bigger one. It probably was. To be fair, Tori moved out not too long before the pandemic, in the grand scheme of things, because that was November, I think, when she moved out. Yeah, it was like November, and then the pandemic stuff was fairly early in the year. So there wasn't a ton of time. Was it the day of the Festival of Things? I don't remember. It's quite possible. Alright. I'm trying to remember how I shaped these before. Probably something like that. And then let's grab one of these. We're just gonna kind of stick it there. You guys see? Try and get it in the middle. If you guys hear a whole bunch of like rattling noises, that's a cat playing with a toy in the hallway. There's a, you know those like, there's like toy cars you have where you can pull them back and they let go and they go forward. There's this like mouse toy that's like that has been her favorite plaything the past few days. Which it's kind of fun because I enjoy pulling it back and letting it go and watching her chase it down the hallway. So we're gonna, okay, I think this is correct. I just want to make sure that the stem is attached. It won't be as important once I have them, you know, in here if it's super strong, but I definitely have a couple that are, oh, I should just grab the, I have a few downstairs that are broken. The like, stem part broke off. Alright. I'm just adding kind of all those little striations. I don't know what you want to call them. I don't remember what they're called in actual mushroom terminology. The kind of lines under the cap. This is baking. I have to bake these. Over here, I don't know if you can. I don't know if it'll focus. Oh, it did for a second there, and then it stopped. Yeah, you can kind of see all the little lines under the top there. Alright, there's actually one more thing to do to make these all ready to go. And that is, if you notice on the picture over there, there's a little tiny piece that wraps around the stalk stem. I don't know what it's called on a mushroom. And that's, it's just kind of pull that out. It's just kind of thin and flattened here. You know, Nate, I wasn't really expecting it to be this kind of chat, but, you know, oops, I kind of messed this one up a little bit. It's getting all these picked up, that's the difficulty. Let's see if I can get this wrapped around. 12-year-old. 12-year-old. Can't get it. How did I get these around before? Okay, we're gonna go with stem now then. If that's the way things are going to be. That off. A little tiny piece. Alright. Get that flattened out. Alright, and there's a little tiny mushroom. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, computer. They can't do it. Trying to get it to show the mushroom. Stock. Stock. Alright, there's one made. Alright. Next. I think maybe I should do these a little bit earlier in the day, but I feel like you guys are still at work, and well, at least Nathan's still at work and stuff during the day. If you guys want to come hang out. People like work and stuff. I was really surprised with how many people were actually interested in the dice that I made. What? Oh, sorry, was I mumbling to myself? Oh, I was just saying that, maybe I should start this earlier in the day, but people, like, have work and stuff. Like, so that's probably not the best idea. Because people, like, actually, actually work and things. Oh no, that didn't stick. And then I was saying that I was surprised with how many people were actually interested in the dice that I had put up. So, if I can keep the momentum going. That was my other kind of task for today, was trying to figure out some social media stuff, because that is where I am lost, is social media. I'm like, I don't know what I need to be putting where, when. I need a schedule and a game plan. Like, what kind of posts am I gonna make? I don't know. So, I was working on that. What was I talking about? What was I saying about social media? Oh, if I can keep the momentum going, then this could absolutely be kind of a feasible source of income. Especially if I can start upping production. I did get more stuff for molds today. There's some upfront costs, of course, which, to be fair, I view this also as just a hobby, because these things are fun to do. I like making all these things. Like, even if it was kind of, how do I say this? It was a little less fun having to only make galaxy dice for a week, because I'm like, I have so many other ideas for things. But also just the process of sitting down and making something, especially knowing that someone else is interested in what I'm making, is fulfilling to the point where, it was still enjoyable. I mean, I feel like that would lose its novelty after a while, of course, but as long as like I said, I got stuff for more molds, so now that I have that, I should hopefully have the space to both create things that are the same old, sort of, and also create something that's new, which is what's also fun. I just like making things, though. Especially if other people are excited about the things I make. Yeah. Thanks! I'm glad I'm happy, too. That was definitely a comment from my therapist yesterday was, oh, this is the happiest I've seen you. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of sad, but yeah. I'm like, I have sort of a goal now. I'm enjoying making things. Other people are excited about the things I'm making. So I'm happy. Oops. No, I did do that. Okay. The other thing is that the other sort of realization yesterday with my therapist was that I like structure. And part of the reason I like the arts is because I understand the structure of them. Because I know all of the steps to get from point A to point B. I don't necessarily know what I'm going to paint when I sit down to paint, but I know the process to paint. And that makes it so that I can paint. And that I enjoy it. I also know that there's an end goal, which is something that I enjoy having. I get very stressed out if I don't have an end goal, which is why IT was not really for me. Yeah, I think, yeah. I wish, some people just don't have the option to do stuff that they want to do, which is sad. Oh, I appreciate that, Amber. Maybe I'll hit you up for social media stuff just so that I can, like, talk it out, figure out what I'm doing. But for the time being, I think it's probably best if I do stuff myself so that I don't accidentally end up being something other than a sole proprietorship, if that makes sense. Because that makes things much more complicated if you have employees. I don't really want to be that complicated, at least at the moment. IT doesn't end. Also, I don't know the steps. There's so many little pieces in IT, and I don't know the order in which things need to happen, and so I just get overwhelmed really easy. Which is sort of a more recent realization for why it wasn't really for me. Yeah, she's not an employee, she's a consultant. I mean, yeah, I know, I just don't want to mess things up. I mean, am I paying her? Is she an independent contractor that I'm hiring for consultant work? Because things could still get messy, I feel like. There's certain tax forms I'd have to give you then. There's tax forms, Nathan. There's tax forms. I'm small enough now that it's not an issue, but if I end up getting, like, so busy that I need to hire someone for, like, only if I pay taxes. Yes, I'm going to pay taxes. Don't come at me, IRS. I do pay my taxes. Yeah, I appreciate that, Amber. If it gets to a point where I don't have the time to do social media, then I would probably hire you. Because social media is its own job. That's why companies have social media managers. That's the part that gets me to a certain extent. It's like, I don't know what I should be posting. It's because it's marketing. It's all a whole bunch of marketing. I've been kind of looking at what other people who sell similar things have for social media, which helps. Part of it is I just need to actually have content to post about, too. And figuring out that. Because I haven't really made a ton of new things recently because I've been making all sorts of galaxy dice. But that should hopefully change now that I have stuff for more molds. I did also order some new gout. Yes. Yes. I've only been making gout. Everyone's legs, watch out. I ordered some more master dice today too. Those are the like 3D printed ones that I use to make molds. This time though they're like kind of specialty dice. They're 6-sided dice that have pluses and minuses on them. They're for a different gaming system. But I have a friend who was interested in buying some from me, and I was looking around and I'm like, this is a whole game system that people play, but there's not a lot of options online for these dice. So there's a whole niche market there that no one's taking advantage of. I'm like, I'll get some masters, make my own molds for these, and I could make these dice. It might be, few orders, but it still will be kind of fun to start doing that. Okay, this is actually going a lot smoother than I thought it might, because I was really worried that I was going to forget how to make these. I've definitely started like a painting and then coming back, and then come back to it like 3 years later, and I'm like, I don't remember how to paint like I did. My style has changed. How did I do this? But it helps that I have examples. Oh, I think these are the right size. You've done the same thing, Amber, where you come back to something later and you're like, my hand does not work the same way as before, apparently. Who did this strange drawing before? Have you been doing much art stuff, Amber? Because I know you were making like rings at one point, like what do you call those? Corpses, very electronic projects. Yeah, that's fair too. Rings? Have you been still making rings? Are you still doing that? Because they were looking cool. But I wasn't sure if you'd done any of those recently. I mean, I haven't seen you recently, so. And what do you call it? Is it like It's not macrame. Just woven? Is there a word for like the style of ring that you make? I'm just gonna make some of these caps then. And I'll add the honestly, beaded rings. Okay. Oh, that's fair. Could you do it out of like thread instead of wire, or could you get like a better wire? I know there's different gauges and hardnesses and stuff of wire. A little hard to get. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I don't know what I have wire-wise. Yeah, thread is more flexible. I mean, oh, well, so, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking because, my grandma used to do a lot of wire wrapping. Oh, that makes sense. My grandma used to do a lot of wire wrapping, so I could ask her what kind of wire she's used. Let me see, I think I might have one. I'll be right back. couple examples of my grandma's wire wrapping. It might be too thick of a wire though, but it holds its shape. Oh, come on. Oh man, it's not mirrored. It throws me off. Oh, there we go. You can see the. It really doesn't like to. It doesn't find the focus well. Focus. But. Oh, do you? Yeah, the sort of. Nope. Okay. Nope. But the sort of, if I can find the thing, like wire wrapping sort of wire, because it's really solid, but it's somewhat thin. Yeah, like this might not be thin enough for what you want to do with the beads, but there might be some options for other wire out there. Was my thought. Throw these over here for now. I'll take those back to the room later. Yeah, seed beads. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about wire, but could ask my grandma or my dad because they've both done jewelry stuff, so they'd know more about strength of wire probably. At least grandma would, with her wire wrapping. I don't know if certain metals are best or. You should send me a photo of some of your rings, because I can't remember what they look like exactly, and I want to see them. Copper bracelet. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, not everyone can wear copper, but I think he did more casting and like hammering of metal sort of ones. Get rid of some of this clay. It's a little much. Yeah, you don't have to send me photos by any means, but I'd love to see the rings that you've made. Because I remember seeing them, and I remember them being all pretty, and then I can't remember what exactly they looked like. Darn my lack of object permanence. Oh, I think there's grapes in the fridge. She's looking for them? Oh, okay, cool. That was definitely something from yesterday as well. The fact that if I do not see things, they don't exist. And I keep doing that with the grapes in the fridge, because I forget that they exist, and then I never eat them, and I really like grapes. But they're in, like, the vegetable drawer, and so I don't see them when I open the fridge looking for a snack. They're, like, hidden away. I know. I might have to eat some grapes after this. So go take a hot bubble bath and eat grapes. That sounds like a good evening plan. Like the height of opulence. Uh-oh. I see a kitten. You're not coming up here. You can sit on my lap if you want. Oh, okay. Or you can sit on my shoulder. That's fine too. Yep, go ahead and go up on the shoulder. Where you going? Where you going? You come down to the lap? Can't go on the desk though, I have stuff on there. Can't eat the polymer. Nope. Polymer clay is not for you. Oh, you were half stuck in my... Ah! Nope, she's here to attack. She's not here for friendship, she is here for attack. Exactly, this is what I'm saying, Nate. Just, yeah, get me my, with big, like, palm fronds. It's gotta be palm fronds. It's not the true experience unless I'm being fanned with palm fronds. I definitely stayed up way too late the other night reading a, like, modern adaptation of Greek mythology, too. But I've always liked Greek mythology. Even though everybody in it is Oh man, everybody in it is just, you know, I feel like a lot of media likes to paint like Hades as, yeah, they're all kind of an ass. What I was gonna say though was that a lot of like modern media likes to paint Hades as like the bad guy in a lot of Greek mythology tellings, when in reality I feel like it's mostly Zeus's dick's fault, since he can't keep it in his pants. That's what causes most of the conflict in Greek mythology, is Zeus knocked someone else up, turned into a swan, and made a demigod. Oh, Hera's mad, she's gonna go kill someone. Like, that's, yeah, that's majority of Greek mythology. It is not for you to eat. I do like Greek mythology, though. It's fun. I don't remember quite a bit of it, but I did have fun staying up till like 2 a.m. reading a modern adaptation of Greek mythology. So many things could be fixed if Zeus just didn't. Gotta look up. What are you messing with, cat? A meh pick? Oh, wait, I can zoom. Ooh, I just like all the pretty colors. You have like a really good sense of like what colors should go together. A lot of them are I like the flowers. A lot of them are like colors that are kind of close, but then you have some ones that are good, like complementary stuff. Yeah. Have you thought of doing like beaded necklaces, Amber? With like cording instead of metal, and doing like beaded necklaces? Because I feel like you'd be really good at that with your, because you've got like, you're really good at like the patterning and the color sense. They'd probably take longer because it'd be, you know, long, they are longer, but I did just look at your pic. That's what made me think of it. Alrighty. Okay. Gotta attach these. I think I made these a little bit too long. If you hear more rustling, it is now the kitten playing with a piece of paper on the floor. Oh, she's still frisky. Trying to get these attached. Come on, attach. Limited array of colors. I might have some seed beads that you could have. I have a surprising number of beads for someone who doesn't really do a lot of like beading, which I could probably just give you at some point. I'd have to look through and see what I have though. But I've definitely inherited arts and crafts stuff since, you know, my grandparents and my dad and such have also done a lot of, you know, jewelry making and that sort of stuff. I don't have a ton, but a lot of stuff from, yeah. I see like pretty art supplies and I'm like, ooh, pretty art supplies. And then I never actually stop to think, do I actually need these pretty art supplies? Because the answer is usually no, because I already have lots of pretty art supplies. But they're just so pretty. But I sorted through a whole bunch of beads. I could probably part with some of them. That stock might be a little long. Let's shorten that up a little bit. There we go, that's better. Stock. I'm definitely one of those people that has gotten super into certain... Well, I like to dabble in lots of different arts and crafts, and I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, okay, I think I've kind of picked the ones that I really enjoy doing, and I think I'll stick with them. Being, you know, resin, maybe soap, and I like painting, just for myself. So, like, I have a lot of other art supplies from things that I've done in the past, and there are definitely things that I could pull into, you know, some of my current arts and crafts projects. I can stick most things in resin, but I do have a lot of art supplies. I should have, once we can all like get back together safely, I should have everybody over for like an arts and crafts day. That would be fun. Just pull out a whole bunch of arts and crafts supplies and go ham. And like we could do all sorts of things. I could pull out a breadboard for you, Nathan. I mean, this could put his you-know-what in resin, but it might not be the most comfortable. What's the question, Amber? Again, there's a little bit of delay, so I don't know if you're talking to me or Nathan there with you. Oh wait, no. Amber said, "Can you put Zeus?" Oh yeah, sorry. I just expected Nathan to be the one to be saying, "Can Zeus put his you-know-what in resin?" Although I suppose if it was Nathan, he would have just said whatever it was. Where did Nathan go? He's probably just chilling like a villain, doing other stuff in the background. I definitely. Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't necessarily mean to summon you. I definitely listen to things while working on other things. Oh, I don't care. It's a conversation, man. Feel free to talk as much as you want. Type yoing. I don't know, I feel like that's more fun to say. Type yoing. It's very bouncy sounding. Boing. Oh, I've totally... Not where you guys can see what I'm doing. Just adding those little striations in the bottom there. It's a little bit more pronounced. Alrighty. Bouncy? Bouncy. Wait, what's a dangerous thing? I'm confused. What's a dangerous thing? I don't know what's dangerous. Oh, to say to type as much as you want? Is that what you're saying is dangerous? Or saying the word bouncy? Yeah. You know, it's always kind of fun when I'm in like the middle of typing something and then the person like responds with the answer to the question. I'm like, but I've already typed most of this question. Darn it, I was so close. I'm gonna use this one so it's easier to finagle. Just trying to get... Yeah, I usually do what Nate did above, where it's like Yeah. Like, I just end in the middle of the question and then be like, yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I mean, I understood what you meant by backspace it. Oh, the wonders of modern language. Yeah, you beat me to it. Or I was just about to ask that. Oh, I have 4 viewers now, according to my stats. Welcome, whoever's here lurking. We're making mushrooms like these ones. You can kind of see them here. Kind of out of focus a little bit, which is unfortunate, but I can't seem to get this camera to just focus correctly. Might be my lighting, too. Probably my lighting. I feel like my image quality was better the last time I streamed, and I'm using the same camera. So, I think maybe it might be the lighting, because the lighting was better there. Because I have very bright, like, LED fluorescent sort of lights in the basement, which is where I was. Alright. Put this one on. Just gotta try and make it so it's attached. I really did not get this in the middle at all. Let's see if I can remedy that by shoving it around a little bit. I'm pretty sure there's a hair on this. Aha! I have tweezers. Nope, that's not gonna work. Fingernail it is. This is what I get for having so many cats. There we go. Yeah, I find so much hair everywhere, and it's usually cat hair. I've been finding more of my hair places. I really want to cut it, but, you know, there's a pandemic. I get this attached. Come on. Well, I got it attached. It's just not in the middle very well. That's okay. It's good enough. Yeah, my hair's getting pretty long. I've been wearing it in a ponytail pretty much exclusively recently, which means it's getting long. Yeah, you got your hair cut in Montana. Oh boy. Where should I start with that statement? I've debated just like shaving it all off, but again, I'm kind of waiting to see if I get a job somewhere before I decide what to do with my hair. Because depending on where I work, they might have different policies on that. Like, you know, if I went and worked at, like, I don't know, Hot Topic or something, I could probably get away with, like, dyeing my hair purple again, something like that. But if I worked at somewhere corporate, not necessarily. So I'm just kind of holding off. I will probably cut it once I can. Just not, you know, shave my head like I've threatened to do. I have quite a few of these made now. I'm so very happy that I remembered how to make these. You'll wait, you're gonna cut my hair? That's what you swear you'll do? You'll cut my hair for me? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily want to go into a job interview with bright purple hair if it's in a corporate setting. Like, I realized that there's... Oh, yes. Like, just because it's fine with, like, the company policy for dress code doesn't necessarily mean that it will be viewed well in an interview. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun having an undercut and bright purple hair at one point. I don't know if I'd go back to it. I feel like my favorite is when it's kind of like floofy and like cheekbone length. Yeah, same reason you shave before interviews. You want to make it look like you're like professional. Gotta look professional. Which, yeah. Yeah. That was something I was thinking about earlier today, about how there's, because I was thinking about the resin stuff I've been doing and how there's definitely an upfront cost. And then I was thinking, are there any jobs where there's not an upfront cost, really? Because even if you're going to like an interview, there's an expectation that you dress a certain way, so there's the cost there. There might be different amounts of upfront costs depending on what you're doing, but it was just something I was thinking about. Partially in relation to people who are homeless or are down on their luck in other financial ways getting work. Seems like there's kind of a barrier there, because there's all the upfront stuff. Oh wow, one of the few approved shirts for the uniform. That's kind of a stroke of luck. It's pretty funny. Was that when you were working at Hollister too? So you went and bought a Hollister shirt for your Hollister interview? Clothes, transportation, computer, yeah. Yes. Actually, the thing about paper applications, I have one, because Craft Warehouse does not have online applications. I looked, but they do have one that you can like print out and bring into the store. I did. Okay, so I did apply to a few different places because my thought was kind of. Yeah, exactly. I could print it off from their website, but I can't do it online. I applied to a few different places because I'm like, it might be nice to have like a part-time sort of job and then see if I can also do dice, since those seem to be doing well. Keep that going. One of the things that I did look up when I was applying places was dress code. Because I'm like, I like being able to dress weird, which is part of the reason, that might be one of the reasons I applied to Hot Topic. But one of the things there was you can pretty much wear whatever you want, but if you're going to wear a branded shirt, it has to be from Hot Topic. That was an interesting thing. What's dress code? What do you mean, what's dress code? Man, I wish I did. Like, Starbucks has a much stricter dress code in that you can kind of wear whatever you want, but there's certain colors that you have to wear. I'm not talking about a place, Amber. No, I'm talking about what clothes you're allowed to wear at work. There's this great store called Dress Code. Actually, that might be a cool name for a shop. I'm assuming it would be, I don't know what sort of stuff they would sell, because I feel like if it was like business attire, that's maybe a little too tongue-in-cheek. No, I applied at Hot Topic, because they had have a very, very lenient dress code. I was saying that when I was applying places, I was looking at their dress codes too. Like various places, I went and looked up. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. I like being able to dress weird. I want to look like a vampire every once in a while. It's just fun. I'm wearing overalls right now. Yeah. It depends on, but again, it kind of depends on the vibe of wherever you are too. Because like I said, Hot Topic has a very chill, relaxed dress code. As opposed to, did I apply to Roasters? I might have applied to Roasters. Because I tried to apply places. I can't remember if I did actually apply to Roasters. I tried to apply places that I felt like I would fit in. I would like the clientele and the other staff, or like be able to relate to them. So like, I applied at craft stores, and I think I applied at Roasters, and I applied at Hot Topic, and some of those kind of places. I mean, at the moment, I've been working in my stay-at-home clothes, because I've been at home, and no one has to look at me while I make dice, or I definitely did think earlier today, oh, if I'm going to stream later, I should probably put some actual clothes on instead of being in my pajamas. So I did specifically change for this. Otherwise, I was surfing the web, figuring out social media stuff in my pajamas most of the day. Yeah, there's... And I like looking professional, too. You know me. I live in bow ties and waistcoats. But I like having the freedom to choose that, I guess. Yes, I put this on especially for you, Amber. What are you wearing? No, no. Yeah, I do have stuff to make more bow ties. I got a sewing machine for Christmas, and it was I wanted one. And I haven't really set it up yet because I've kind of been moving things around the craft room. And I really should, because I have quite a few things that I want to make. And just try making. And I do have some fabric set aside for more bow ties. I mean, I could have made myself some cool masks out of it, but I had some, like, it kind of looked like comic book sort of fabric with, like, superheroes on it. It's like, this could make fun bow ties. But I do definitely quite often just, did I just fling something at myself? Wear the same sort of thing. I pick the same ties or bow ties over and over again. I'm like, I like this yellow one with this purple shirt. And that's the combo that I wear often. Or, I like this black and white one with my black shirt and white jacket or something like that. Like, I am somewhat predictable in which ones I will pick to wear. But I haven't had a ton of excuses to dress fun recently. I've been kind of doing it for the voice acting class that I've been doing on Saturday mornings via Zoom. I mean, I have been, wearing pajama pants the whole time with, a suit, and not a suit, but like button-up shirt and bow tie, because, no one sees the pants. No one needs to know that. No one needs to find out about that. Okay. I think I might just finish the number of caps that I have here and then be done. Paris fashion. Yes, I am the epitome of fashion with my sweatpants and bow tie. Formal dinner and game night. I want to do like a formal, not necessarily a formal dinner. I saw this fun idea online, from a while ago, where the idea was that everybody who comes to the party wears something that they just have never had the occasion to wear. Like, you know, wear that thing that you've always wanted to wear, but you've never really had a reason to wear it. So, like, like a onesie or a ball gown or any of that stuff, and everyone just comes dressed in those things. I'm like, that sounds really fun. Everyone just comes dressed in the things that they've never really had a place to wear or an excuse to wear. I know, right? Doesn't that sound fun? Edmund and I have also talked about doing like a murder mystery, not necessarily dinner, but maybe a murder mystery like tea, which I like dressing up, so I feel like that would be fun to like dress up for, or do like a sort of, do like a dinner or something where we dress up. Like, that's fun. I like dressing up. It's one of those things. I need more excuses to do it. But can't get this attached. Come on, you can do it, Clay. There we go. So I think we'll do these last 4, and then probably call it for tonight. But that'll take a little bit of time because I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've been here for almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 50 minutes. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Hope I hope your evening's been going well. Hope you're doing other fun things too. Alrighty. But yeah, this'll be good to get these made. Part of the reason that I'm making these. That's nice. It's nice to just chill sometimes. But part of the reason I'm making these is, I think I mentioned at the beginning, I sold out of these, the little pendants that I made with the mushrooms in them. Ugh. It just never wants to focus. I should post a picture of the actual pendants at some point. I should have posted that instead of just these. Should have posted a picture of there. It finds it for a second and then it doesn't. Well, little resin pendants. No, you didn't. They're right there. What? What? I don't know what I said, Amber. You're operating under the assumption that I can remember anything that I've just said. It would be fun to do like a murder mystery dinner that was like based on Clue too. Either the movie or the sold out of them and then oh yes, I sold out and then I made 2. Yes, I sold out. These are from after I sold out. I need to add them again. But no, I sold out within. I only had. Okay, I have these and then a different kind that have like a trio of like little tiny kind of mushrooms that aren't necessarily as detailed, but I feel like they look cute. And I had 5 of those and 4 of these ones, I think. And this is the kind that sold out, and I think I sold 1 of the other kind. But I raised the price because I'm like, I think I'm underselling myself a bit with those. Those should be a little bit more expensive. Although, they don't, they take some time because I have to I'm placing all of the pieces in there. I'm putting the layers and trying to get the mushroom situated. They're very Alice in Wonderland. I like that. That's a good comparison. Thanks. But make some more of these and list them. I had them. Yeah, I had them originally listed at $17. They're on like a faux leather cord, and they're necklaces, but I've raised them to $20 because I'm like, I think I'm underselling myself a bit. I went back and looked at like what other people are selling similar sort of pendants for. I'm like, yeah, I could probably raise the price on these. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when I actually added like resin stuff to my Etsy shop, because I have gotten so many more orders compared to what I've gotten in the past. People just don't seem to be that interested in soap. Although I did make, don't know if you saw it. Well, here, I can add it to the screen again. But I made, let me go find a picture. I did make a Halloween soap. Okay, they're always so big. I made a Halloween soap. Yeah, it is kind of funny considering the current situation. I'm thinking maybe I just don't really know how to market soap. I think I should look into it more. TP, yes, yeah, because TP is something that people don't need normally. Looks a little like popcorn. Yeah, it is a little bubbly, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm not quite sure why that happened, actually. I don't know if I cut it a little too soon, or... They almost look better in person. I think part of it is the lighting. I was having trouble getting the lighting right for this, because it's a pretty dark black with the red and the gold. Because that's a nice bright gold on top, too. It just doesn't really show up in photos well. But it smells good. It reminds me of... oops. Ah! Oh, no! No, no, no! Ah! Yes. Okay. The scent reminds me of, like, if you've ever looked in, like, an old person's medicine cabinet and found, like, some old cologne or old perfume. What, with the cat, or what? Oh, man. Yeah, the attack. Wait, what? Why is he falling? What? Why? No, no! Save the Nathan! I'm very lucky because the cat did not step on any of these. Oh, you know, so the other day, I had a few things made out of polymer clay, and they'd been sitting off to the side for a while in a spot where the cats can't really get to them. And I had brought them over to move them to a baking sheet with some parchment paper on it. And you know, I'm really glad it didn't. I was not paying attention at all. She was sitting over there, and yeah. She's on the table now. My very messy table there. I've been packaging orders and got some stuff in that I need to take downstairs, like some nitrile gloves and some more silicone. Oh, let me rearrange some things for you. Here, baby. Let me make that flatter. There you go. What were we talking about? Scent. There was something after the scent of the soap. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. I have been distracted by a cat. Do any of you remember what we were talking about? I don't remember what we were talking about. Hey, no, not you two. Stop trying to eat the wire wrapped things. No, get back here. No, let go. They are very distracting kitties. it have to do with the mini mushrooms? I don't know if it did. Did it have to do with something else? I don't remember. I have completely forgotten. Well, I'll go back to the soap. It smells like, it reminds me of like old cologne, which I guess when I describe it like that, it doesn't sound very good, but it's a nice scent to me. It's kind of floral, but kind of musky-ish, like a good kind of musky. Yeah, I don't quite know. It's hard to describe scents. It's really hard to describe how something smells. Did you guys ever open the box of soap that I sent over to your guys' place? I'm hoping that not all of the scents in there mixed together. I don't remember what all I sent over. I sent over there's some of the spearmint, and I don't remember exactly. I have some for Sarah set aside too, but Karen stopped by the other day. I gave her hers. It was good to see her. She also ended up with, I think, some pear. Oh yes, the trees we did make, Nathan. Oh, pine, that was the other one. Yeah, you get some of the soap that you made. That seems fair. Karen stopped by and she ended up with some pear juice too, because Edmund had just come home from my parents' house, and Mom was canning pear juice, I think, because she had just picked pears from the tree. Yeah, the trees didn't quite work out as good as they could have, but I think I know how I do it a little differently next time. But soap can be kind of finicky. Juice. Juice sounds good. Tree cookie cutter. I was actually thinking of, there's a certain way of pouring soap where you pour soap and then it's solid enough that you can basically cut out a shape almost. And I'd do it kind of in layers, where I cut out kind of a triangle shape and fill that with the green, add more white, cut out another triangle shape, add the green. It's getting it to the right consistency so that it holds its shape, but it's not so solid that you can't move through it. Soaps can set up quick, depending on, there's so many factors. Different fragrances can make it set up quicker or slower, how much you mix it, there's so many little things. I like soap though. Soap's fun. It has a shelf life though. That's kind of one of the reasons I've been enjoying resin, is because it doesn't really have a shelf life. I can build up stock and it can sit there for a year, as opposed to soap. If you get a little bit on your gloves, it's not going to be a big deal. It is an exothermic reaction, soap making is. Especially if you add any sort of sugar. That's why the honey soap that I make, I pour it into the mold and then I put it in the freezer overnight. And even then, the honey soap that I made recently, it kind of burned a little bit in the middle, which is still fine. It just kind of made it a little brown in the center. But if you get a little bit of soap, you don't want to get it on your skin because there's still just lye there. It hasn't finished its reaction yet. But if you get a little on your gloves, it's not going to be a big deal. It'll be warm. But like, bath water is what, like 108 degrees or something? So you're okay. You don't want to get a whole bunch on your skin though. But yeah, I remember you being very surprised when I used the thermometer to measure the temperature of I think it was you that didn't realize that the lye reacting with water got physically super hot. Maybe it was someone else. I don't remember. someone that I was making soap with was like, wait, it's actually 150 degrees? Or whatever it was. Probably more like 180, actually. Because you want to get it down to at least 150 before you pour. Melt and pour's fun. That's what Shauna does. You can do different things with it. And I have some melt and pour soap. But yeah, it's a different ball game. Like I can do completely different things with cold process. I feel like you can get more intricate designs with cold process, but there's definitely benefits to doing melt and pour. Not least of all that you can use it immediately. Not your special. Who all have I made soap with? It might only be you and Shauna that I've made soap with. Probably Tori. Did I make it with you at some point, Amber? I don't know that I have. I haven't made soap with a ton of people, but I also don't know a ton of people. I don't remember what I was saying about soap now. Oh, just that melt and pour and cold process soap are completely different. They both make soap, but you can do different things with them. And I like doing cold process. I feel like I have more freedoms with cold process. There's a lot more you can do. Although people do make really cool things with melt and pour. Okay, that one's just really long. I think that one's going to get cut down a little bit. Put that down to there. That looks... That might still be a little big. It's kind of a big mushroom. Oh yeah, that's way too big. I feel like the stem's just not thin enough. Melt and pours for... well, no, I mean, people do make really cool stuff with melt and pour, too. Like, it's definitely safer around kids. Like, you do not want to be doing cold process around kids or pets. That would not be safe. But, yeah, I remember doing melt and pour soap as a kid. It was fun. You could get, like, little kits and stuff that had, like, a little bit of soap where you add your fragrance and your color and you put it in the microwave and make little bars of soap. I never liked bar soap, though, growing up. Yeah, it's shake and bake minute rice with soap. It's basically you have a pre-made soap base, Amber. So you basically have a big chunk of soap. You have a big chunk of soap, and then you could take a certain amount of it, and you can add, fragrances and colors and stuff to it, and then you melt it down. You melt it down, and you add the fragrances and the colors and stuff, and then pour it into a mold, and let it cool, and you have a bar soap. I understand not wanting to do it as an adult. Not wanting to do melt and pour as an adult, Nate? Or not wanting to do cold process soap as an adult with the lye. Oh, the lye stuff. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's as long as you're wearing the proper safety equipment, it's not as scary, I guess, as it seems. As long as you're, making sure that you're doing things at the less, yeah. As long as you're wearing your proper safety equipment, and it's not super bad. Wear your goggles, wear your gloves. If you get a little bit on your skin, of fresh soap on your skin, you're gonna be okay. Go rinse it a whole bunch. I've definitely gotten, I wear long sleeves and everything, but I've definitely gotten fresh soap on, like, my wrists, and it burns a little bit, but it's not gonna kill me. I go and wash it off. but I can definitely see how it's intimidating, considering it is lye. Alright, last one. Ah, if I can pick it up. No, come on. Ah, I can't get it. There we go, I got it. But I mean, you have your own thing with your electronics, Nathan. To each their own. My thing is soap and resin and arts and crafts. All the arts and crafts. You do more of the electronic stuff. Not to say that, you know, the electronics, I don't find the electronic stuff fun, but I'd rather do arts and crafts and then, like, listen to you talk about electronics, because you're definitely much more passionate about it than I am. I like listening to people who are passionate about something. I was with Edmund in the car a couple days ago. Microelectronics and stuff. I was with Edmund in the car the other day, and I can't remember. Oh, my dad had gotten like a hunting knife on clearance, and he'd gotten two of them and gave one to me and one to my brother. And we were in the car on the way back, and my brother was talking about the kind of steel that it was made out of, because he could look at it and just know what kind of steel it was made out of, because he'd done so much research into bladesmithing and the different kinds of metals for it. And I just kind of started almost like laughing, like happily laughing, because I'm like, it's just so cool that he knows all this stuff. I'm like, I know nothing about any of this, but he knows so much about the different kinds of steels and what makes a good, you know, knife blade and what the different types of steels do. And then I started asking him about other metals, and he's talking about the different properties of all sorts of other metals too, and whether they'd make good knife blades. I'm like, it's just so cool that you know all this stuff. I don't know anything about this, but like, it's fun to listen to someone who does. I just like hearing what people are passionate about. It's just cool. That might be fun to do. I don't know if it'd be for Twitch or what, but just that could be a cool thing. Just interviewing people who are passionate about something. You know, varied things. I feel like that could be not necessarily a TV show, but like a YouTube channel where it's just a different person, maybe same interviewer, but different person each week talking about something that they're super into. I don't quite know what microelectronics is, Nathan, as opposed to just electronics. I don't know what that means. I know what electronics is. Sort of. I took one electrical engineering course. Yeah. I mean, I did, but doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about. Alright, I've got some mushrooms made. I don't know that I'll bake them tonight, but I do have things made now. I can cook these up and... Yeah! Yeah, that's a good point, Amber. It's like, it is kind of like drunk history. And some of the time, they do just get people who are super interested in a certain part of history to talk about it. I do still like the one that's, Brendan Urie, telling the history of Fall Out Boy. That's just funny to me. Oh, lower voltages, smaller components. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, you're not doing, like, houses. You're doing, like, circuit boards. Yeah, electrocute yourself all the time. Oh, man. That's not great. Alright, let me put these away. Oh, hey, look, I have one of the I have one of the little Amanita muscaria ones that I made. I need to make some smaller ones. Wait, is that I think you told me about that, Nathan. It's like, oh, dude, no, why? Oh, man. Why does it home when I touch it? I'm just cleaning up my stuff here. Alright. Well, like I said, I have to get up tomorrow. One phase. Oh. See, it's cool that you know all this electronic stuff, though, because I don't know how any of it works. So it's like, it's just cool that you know all this stuff. But anyways, what I was saying is that I have to get up tomorrow morning. I guess it's only 9:15, but I have to get up tomorrow morning, so I'm probably going to call it for the night. But it was great chatting with you guys. I'll probably try to do this again next Wednesday night as well. Motion of the ocean. Alright. Anyways, have a good night. I'll talk to you guys Friday if you're in town. So, bye-bye.